So today's been a pretty active day of social media. I'm finally putting out my thoughts again into the public. It's been a while. It's been pretty suppressive, I'd say. But here's an interesting topic for you guys. I tweeted out about it a few days ago, actually. Um, and it is CoD eSports will be dead by the end of 2020, except for NA. So in this topic, I think it's good that we start on why the CWL exists. It exists because it's an advertising scheme for Call of Duty as a whole. Each year, we're competing at these tournaments to advertise the game to get viewers to buy the game. Um, I mean, that's a good reason. That's probably why a lot of other developers support these esports tournaments. It's good promotion for the game. They get a lot of viewers. So that's why it's there. It's important that we understand that. However, something sad is really happening to Call of Duty, and it has been happening for the past 3 years. So, the CWL got introduced at the start of Black Ops 3. It was a major thing at the time. We had so much support in all three regions, ANZ, Europe, NA, each had their respective, setup. Viewership numbers, APAC, I'll give an example. APAC, we would probably get about 2,000 viewers for our really bad league matches, and up to like 10,000 for our good ones. So that was pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, 10,000 viewers, that's more than the GPL gets right now in World War II. Europe got better numbers than us, and NA got even better numbers than all of us, as that's just standard how the ladder works. But viewership since then has been on a constant decline. I'd say Infinite Warfare, I don't have any exact stats to back it up, but just from looking at the MLG TV numbers, I think this is another important thing to realize as we went from Twitch to MLG TV. MLG TV viewership numbers probably dropped off 25%, if not more. And it's gotten even worse in World War II. And it's going to the rate where, yeah, our GPL matches, like I'm tuning in today, and there are really important league matches going on, and there are 7,000 people watching it. Like, that's less than our APAC matches would get 2 years ago. It's bad, really bad. And it makes, when you think about all the money that goes into the CWL, pay the players, pay the staff, for the event, it's becoming not worth it, really. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see dev support be pulled from it earlier. I don't think they're going to do it. I think that they're really invested into it. But viewership number decline is a very important thing in this because of the fact that CWL is a advertising scheme. I think this also comes down to game popularity, right? So Black Ops 3 was a really popular game. It was popular for casual players, competitive players. We all loved playing it. We all loved watching it. Infinite Warfare was a little bit different. I think not as many people liked it. It was an alright game to watch, though, I feel, anyway. It was alright to watch, pretty trash to play. And then World War II it's a pretty stale game. It's not a bad game to play. I liked it more than Infinite Warfare. But because of the fact that it's a pretty stale game, a lot of people didn't like or don't like watching it. I mean, I get pretty bored of watching it pretty easily. And it kind of makes sense into why we have 7,000 people watching our GPL matches. So, with that setup in hand, it's going to be difficult to have consistent growth in viewership numbers if one game is good and the next is trash. Where you go a full year with basically, yeah, the money being put into the CWL isn't worth the viewership that they're getting out. And that's an issue, and it's because we have a 3-year cycle. And I don't think that any other popular, you look at CSGO, League of Legends, like, they're just one set game. And there isn't really any other game that's on a 3-year cycle. I mean, you've got Halo and Gears of War that are on a cycle of somewhat, but yeah, I don't think that setup works for a tier 1 or what you want to be a tier 1 esport. It's just not going to work. And because of that, our regional support is getting separated and split away and taken away from us. We had a good year in Black Ops 3. It got even worse in Infinite Warfare. Now it's even worse this year. There is just nothing to play for the players. Sure, okay, they get free trips overseas. Okay, that's cool. But these players are going over to these tournaments to play people who play CoD full-time because they get salary to do that, whereas we don't have the support to do that. There's just no investment. You know, like Riot Games, for example, I'll just use a comparison, obviously much bigger scale, but Riot Games, their tournaments get, or like their league in Oceania gets about 2,000 viewers, right? But their players get paid to compete properly. And that's how it should be. I mean, I don't compete anymore, so I'm not as biased. I'm probably not even going to return to competing. But if you want the region to survive, that's how it's got to be, period. And I just don't see them doing that. And because of that, ANZ and Europe and Asia will probably all die. And it will become very NA heavy. I mean, already it's pretty hard when you think about it, just because of the way that the prize pool is set out. It's very top heavy. Like the people that place first and second get paid a lot more. Like the gap is insane. Like it's even more insane than it was in Black Ops 3. The way it was set out in Black Ops 3 was actually really good. But yeah, you just look at Mindfreak, for example. They're the only team right now that is from Australia and is pretty much worth playing for them. But even then, like the amount that they just made from hitting relegation, I don't think that that's like a sustainable amount of money to live off. And if they, you know, make it back in and relegate again, then I think they make less than $30,000 this year, which for a full-time thing, that's not a lot. I'm talking about New Zealand dollars, by the way, which is probably around 17,000 USD. But yeah, I think CoD is in a very, very tough spot. Things need to change. If not, it will be dead by the end of 2020, by the end of the next Infinity Ward game. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.